Hello my dear friends, so today we are going to solve the some of the problems in the list. Okay, so let us start with the reverse a list. Okay, suppose a list will be given to us with the element 10, 20 and 30. So you need to reverse the list. So you can pause the video for a minute and try to find the solution. Okay, so I hope you have got the solution. So there are some inbuilt library function. Okay, we can use that. Okay, what are that? If you are going to write l dot reverse, so what it will do, it will reverse your list. So now our list will become 30, 20, 10, and then if you are going to print l, you will get this output. So this is the method one. Okay, you have used the inbuilt reverse function to solve this. Okay, second method, what you can do is you can make a new list. So let's say new underscore list, it will be l of, what you need to do, you have to start from starting point to ending point, but you want in the reverse order. So what we have done, we have used the -1. So this is the concept that I taught you in the slicing video. If you haven't seen that slicing video, you can watch it out. Here also what you will get, you will get a new list, okay, in the reverse order. Output will be same. You just have to print new list. Perfect. These are the inbuilt library function. But now I will say you to pause the video for a minute and try to find the solution. Okay, I will run the code, both the codes for you once. So as you can see, l is 10, 20, 30. So if you are going to use l dot reverse, what it will do, it will reverse the list, and now again let us print l. So here you can see 30, 20, 10. This method is working. Now I am commenting this method. I am going to use another method, new. Let's say new will be l of -1. Then what we need to do, we need to print new. Let us try to find this. Okay, so just to make sure that here only we are getting the output, I am writing new as a string. So new is 30, 20, 10. This is the second approach. Okay, both approaches I think clear to you, but examiner, what interviewer will say, don't use any kind of inbuilt function. Try to write logic manually. Okay, so question is still same for you. What you have to do, a list is given to you. Let's say the element contain 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. And what you need to do, you need to reverse the element. Means in output you need to return the list with elements 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Perfect. Now you can pause the video and try to find out a way. Okay, so I hope you have think of a solution. Now try to observe the thing. If you are going to observe this and this, what you are going to see, that these elements are interchanged here, 50 and 10. If you are going to observe this, these elements are also swapped. Here we have 40, here we have 30, and this element was same as it is. Correct. This is the case when we have even number of element. Suppose odd number of element. Suppose if we have even number of element, let's say 5, 10, 15 and 20. So what will be the output? Output will be 20, 15, 10 and 5. Here also you can see these elements are swapped and these elements are swapped. Okay, so this is the logic. What you have to do, you have to be one at starting point and one at ending point. Then you need to swap both of the value. Then you have to increase I by 1 and you have to decrease E by 1. Now pause the video and try to write the solution for the same. I have told you the logic. It's a very simple logic. Just pause the video for a minute and try to write the solution by your own. Okay, so let's say def reverse is a function which will take a list. Okay, so what we will do, initially I will be at 0, E will be at length of L minus 1, because it is going to be at last index. Now what we will do, we will run the loop till initial value is less than the ending value. Okay, this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Initially I is here, ending is here. Once this swap the element, I will come here, E will come here. Now also what we will do, we will come, I will come here next time, E will come here. So as they are equal, there is no need to swap this element. So if while I is less than E, what we need to do, we need to swap the element. So L of I comma L of E equal to L of E comma L of I. This is E, this is also E. Here we have done the swapping. Once it is done, what we will do, we will do nothing, because we will just print the list, print list. Okay, let us try to solve this question. So this is a list given to us. What we will do, we will write a function def which is reverse, which will take in input a list. So I is initially 0, E is equal to length of L minus 1. Then we have applied the while loop. While I is less than E, what we will do, L of I. Okay, so I think, here we have to, what we have to do, this will be infinite loop. I will be I plus 1 and E will be E minus 1. Okay, otherwise see, I and E value are not updating, so it will be an infinite loop. So this you need to take care. So L of I, L of E, and in Python this is the swipe method. So it will be L of E comma L of I. Once this is done, what we will do, we will increase I by 1 and we will decrease E by 1, and then we will return again L. So now let us call the reverse function. Print, inside the print I will call reverse function by passing this list. Name, I am changing the name as P. So let us send this unindentation. Okay. So okay, I think we have done some mistake. Okay, here we have given some extra space, that should be not the case. In Python we should not give any kind of space. Name spell L does not exist where we have defined L, so this is also, let me remove this. Okay, you can see 30, 20, 10. So here if you want to check whether you have done it correct or not, I am printing answer is okay. So answer is correct, 30, 20, 10. So what we have done, we have written a reverse function, and what we have done, we have interchanged we have swapped the first and the last element, This is the concept that we have used. Okay, now let us try to solve one more problem. Move array or list by 1 on left. Okay, this is the question. Okay, I will show you what is the exactly we have to do. We can also say this question name as left rotate by 1. Okay, so what will be given in the input? In input they will give us the list 10, 20, 30, 40, and in output what we need to return? We have to move all the elements left by 1. This we need to return in the output. So I hope the question is clear to you. Let me give you one more example. Suppose if 1, 2, 3 is given, in output what you need to do? It will be 2, 3, 1. So in input they will give you this, you have to return this. Okay, now again pause the video for a minute and try to find out the solution. Okay, so I hope you have thought of some of kind of solutions. So let us try to think the solutions. What are the possible ways to solve this problem? So first of all, we have some inbuilt functions, we will use them. So suppose we have list of 10, 20, 30, 40. What I will do, I will use the slicing concept and I will slice the list. Now my list will become 20, 30 and 40. Then what I will do, I will add this element at the back. So my final list will become 10, 20, 30, 40 and 10. Okay, so here what we have done, we have used the concept of slicing. So L will be L of, we want to slice from first to end, so it will be starting from 1, and if we are not writing anything, it means it should go till the end element. And here what we need to do, we need to add from 0 to 1, so it will add the first element. So if you are going to print L, you are going to get same output. I will show you this also. Okay, wait for a minute, let us discuss one more approach. So this was the approach, I can say slicing approach. Slicing approach. What we have done, we have slices the existing list and then we have added at the end. Perfect. Now one more method we can use. Suppose this is 10, 20, 30, 40. What I can do, I can pop this element. So L dot pop of 0, and I can store this element as X. So X value will become 10. And now our list will be 10, 20, 30, 40. Sorry, 10 is removed, so 20, 30, 40. Then what we can do, we can use the append function, L dot append, and we can use X. So X will be added at the end. So let us discuss all the approaches. So let's say our list is 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. If I will print and show you L, so you can see on the right hand side we have this. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now what I told you, first of all we are going to use the slicing approach. Slicing, let me S-L-I-C-I-N-G. Okay, don't go on the spellings, I may be incorrect. So L will be equals to L of, we need to slice from first to end, then we need to add the elements from 0 to, or you can write like this, starting from 0 to 1. And let's print slicing answer, slicing comma L. So you can see after slicing we have got this. Correct, this was the slicing approach. Next approach what we have seen, we use the pop and append. Okay, let's name this as pop and append. So X will be equals to pop, sorry, what is the syntax? L dot pop, L dot pop. And what is the index that we need to pop? First element, so it will be 0th index. Perfect. Now what we will do, L dot append, and we will add that element in the last. And let's print the solution. And here I will write pop approach, pop append, comma L. Okay, I am commenting this part, okay, because we have already seen this. So you can see pop and append also giving the left rotation, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10. This was the second approach, or I can say these are the two inbuilt approach that we have used. Now again interviewer will say, don't use any kind of inbuilt approach. I want you to write manually the approach. Okay, because these functions are present in Python, so you are using them. Suppose if you use a language like C or C++, there are these methods are existing, but he may ask you to solve the problem by other thing. So basically what you have to do is, first of all what we will do, we will store this element as in A, L of 0, so its value will be 10. Then what we will do, we will shift all the elements by 1 in the for loop. So what I will do, for I in range of, I will start from 1 to length of L, okay, till the last element. And what I will do, I will say L of I minus 1, this element will be equals to this L of I. So what will happen, initially our loop have the element, let's say 10, 20 and 30. So what I have done, I have stored A as 10. Now L of, first of all I value will be 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0. So L of 0 equals to L of 1. What is L of 1? L of 1 value is 20. So our list will have elements like this, 20, 20 and 30. Then we will move to the next element. So now it's saying like this, L of value is going to be 1, L of 1 is equal to L of 2. So what is L of 2? 20. So our list will be updated like this. Okay, let me write like here 20, 30, 30. So once this is over, what we will do? We will update the last element. So L of length of L minus 1 equals to, we stored last element in A. So our list will become 20, 30 and 10. Perfect. You got the approach. Let us try to write the code for the same. Okay. So this is, can say, base approach. Let us name that as base approach. Perfect. So what we were doing in the base approach, first of all we were storing the first element. So A is equal to L of 0. Now for I in range of, we were traversing the entire list starting from the first value till the length, and let us say n is equal to length of nums, length of L. Perfect. Here what we are going to do, we were what we were doing, we were copying the element. So L of I minus 1, okay, L of I minus 1 equals to L of I, and once all this is done, what we were doing, L of n minus 1 equals to A, okay, and then we will print L. Perfect. So I am commenting this code, so it will not work. So as you can see, this is the answer. If you want, I can print here for your reference that we are running the correct code. Base approach. So I am writing base. So as you can see, base approach is also giving us the same solution. So interviewer will expect this solution from you. If you are going to provide 3 solutions to him, he will be impressed. Okay, but he is looking for the base approach, because here you have think of a approach. What is the approach that you will use? So there might be possibility that in this approaches, that same approach is going to use, but here you have used your mind. Here you have used the approach. This is the learning part. You can memorize this. Okay, but this is the logic that you have created. That what we will do, if we have elements like this 10, 20, 30, 40, we will store this A to some other place, then we will shift all the elements by 1. So it will, first of all it will be like this 20, 20, 30, 40, then we will shift again. So it will be like this 10, 20, 30, 40, then again we will shift. So it will be 20, 30, 40, 40. Once this is done, we will copy back this A to here. So it will be 20, 30, 40, 10. Perfect. So this is the solution for the given approach. So I hope list is clear to you. Okay. So yeah, that's this much only for this video. And one more thing I just want to show you. Suppose if you are using 10, 20, 30, 40. So let's say these 3 element. So if you are using like this, for element in L, print element. So what it will do, it will traverse the list by the value. And if you are writing this syntax for I in range of, let's say writing same variable element in range of length of L. So if you want to print the value, here we are using the, if you are writing like this, here we are approaching by indexes. So we need to print L of element. Okay, here we are directly traversing by element, direct traversal by element. Okay, and here by index. So we are at first index, then it will be second index, then third index. So student might get confused in the 2 approaches. So do remember the thing what you are doing, correct? So I hope it is clear to you now. If you still have any kind of confusion, please let me know in the comment section. I will be more than happy to solve all your doubts. So thank you.